set yourself in respect and know that you have something to contribute. If you start to doubt yourself, people will start to doubt you, and all of a sudden they'll be kind of disrespectful towards you. So it's kind of your choice to go with that, or to actually have the belief in yourself that you're valuable and that people need to treat you in a certain way, which is respecting you and knowing that you have something valuable to contribute. And a kind of trap that you can fall into is that, okay, you want to be nice and you start accepting certain behaviors from people which aren't okay, and you start feeling bad, and you don't want to be you want to be a nice person, so you don't object to it. And then people just start to being shitty towards you, and it's not their fault, because it's your responsibility actually to make them respect you. And you know what happens is when you have gone down that path, and then you realize, like, fuck, these people aren't respecting me, they're disrespectful, and then you get angry. So this is the second trap, because what you need to learn is to actually say no. When behaviors aren't okay, or when people were supposed to give you things or behave in certain ways, but they don't, you have to say no. You have to tell them. But the thing is that if you do that if you kind of let yourself be treated badly, and then what happens then is you start getting pissed, and and then you go at people for things that maybe aren't so bad. Maybe they say a remark or something and you overreact, because now for a long time you've been taking shit from them, and you're pissed. But this is a trap, because it's actually your responsibility to make them respect you, and it will actually work contrary to what you believe if you get angry. It will work contrary to what you believe if you get angry, because you create resistance. It will actually lead to no good for you to be angry, because then you create separation and people do not feel understood. So the best thing you can do in a situation like that is actually to ask them what it would look like if they had it the way they wanted. So you kind of collect information. And you have to pay attention to this. If you are irritated or angry with people, just realize that, it won't help you to start blaming people or being angry with them, no matter what. The way to get results is to become aware of your own reactions, and then pay attention to that. And because the thing is, sometimes you're making a mistake. Sometimes you're not right. Maybe you didn't have all the information either. So there's always a good idea to ask people and collect the information, because people will then feel that you understand their perspective or the way they feel about the situation, and also you might be the one that made a mistake. Maybe you didn't have all the information. Maybe you misunderstood. Maybe you don't know what type of situation they're in, And that's happened to me several times. It's hard to... but that's very useful, actually. So there's many things to pay attention to. When you face challenges, You'll have to kind of jump up and down and say, hooray, another challenge. I love the fact that I didn't get the funding. I love the fact that this asshole didn't, rejected me, or another challenge. It's exactly what I needed. And the third thing you need to realize also, which is kind of taking me down most often, is patience. Things take time. When you sow a seed, or plant something, it will take time before it grows. And such is life too. When you start an initiative, you start talking to people, you start doing things every day, then you will see the result in the end. But it will take a lot longer than you expect. And this is pretty frustrating sometimes. And the reason why I give up, like sometimes I give up, and sometimes it takes a year before I post the second post or make another YouTube video, because I'm like, this is not at all working. So, life is there to take you down, and it's your responsibility to see the North Star, to have a mission. And, another thing, which is your responsibility, is that you have to be the light. You have to love other people, even though they behave like a spoiled brat, or they don't seem to like you, or they don't include you. You still have to kind of realize that we're all one. The mindset that is great, a mindset that is great to have, and that I learned actually at an ayahuasca ceremony, is that everybody loves you. You love everybody, and if somebody is resisting you, it's just that they aren't ready yet. That's the attitude that you need to have. And success is inevitable. It's only a question of time. So, yeah, that's my advice for today.